Hi guys, Gav from Gav Tarantulas, and thank you for joining me today in my shedarium. And it's going to be another rehousing video. As I said, I've got plenty to do. But first off, I've had another run of luck. I've had previously, when I get molts and I manage to sex them, I had a spell of a couple of months with just males, and then sending them off. Quite don't like doing. But at the minute, I had the T-stomy that I put in the last video that was actually female, so really happy. And I've just had a P Metallica, was 12 centimeters, so even bigger now. She's just well, that's what I'm saying. She's a she, so I can put that there, and you can definitely see that a mile off. And she's just in there at the minute, all curled up. She's just recovering, so just giving some water in her, a bit of moisture. I'm just going to leave her be, but she's looking a lot bigger, and we'll find out in a minute. So we're going to get on with a few more rehouses. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to do today, but I'm just going to go with the flow. I've got one out already. And if you enjoy the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, guys, and leave a comment and a thumbs up, and let's get straight on with it. Okay, first bits first. All drilled out the holes as per usual, per the same videos. Substrate. Okay, I'll put this old hide in there, and this one likes to have it at an angle and deeper. Water dish in. This one's a lot calmer. Okay. There you go. And this one here is the hobby form. I think it's a Nicaraguan. And as you can see, they're slightly different to what I had in my last video. You can see on the coloration, it's quite obvious between the two of them. But that's that one done and all in. So here we go. Right, so nice, fresh, clean enclosure. These little cubes. Did have the curly hair previews that you saw me put in there, but literally all the ones I've done, I think, have all been terrestrial. And let's put an arboreal in here. I've not shown this one on the channel before because, as I said with a few others, I've had a few problems keeping these as slings. I like to do it as small as I can and then grow them up. So in here is a T Gigas. So it's only a sling at the minute, probably grown on sling, I think. Nothing too big, but it'd be lovely and spacious in here for it. So let's get on with that. You know what, I'm kind of liking that. I was going to just put standard cork bark, but why not use something different? Let's just see if I can get that down on the top. See if that will close. Because it's all about what you like, really, and if it's functional for the spider. Oh, I just think that would be nice. You can go underneath it, put a bit of a branch in there, then at least he can put his anchor points, because he will do webbing over it. I'll see what it's like. If it doesn't like it, I can always change it and then just put your traditional cork bark. But I just want to be different, and I quite like this little piece. So let's go for, this one's going to web around. Please recycle me. Okay, let's do it. Get down in there. Let's give it a little mist. Go. Right, now for the tea. So you've got a good view there. Put in the comments below if you think that's a good idea. Though, just I get bored of all my other enclosures just cork bark, so I like to use something different. So I've also used this skull in a previous one, and I don't think I remember showing that in there, but I took it out, cleaned it up, and I may use it again. So let's have a look, see where he is. Typical, right at the top. He's right there, look. Right. See if I can just tap him to come up, sit here, and we can get a good shot of him. No, don't go down. God, he's actually looking orange now. Come on, bud. Wow. Come on, matey. There you go. Perfect, look. I'll get myself out of the way. Look at that. I'm going to say it again because I keep saying it so many times. Beautiful. Look at the colours. But I've not seen this one in a while. So it did molt, and before that it wasn't orange. No, you can't go back down in there, little dude. I know you miss your little pot. I've done something for you. Come on. Come on, bud. There you go. Let me get that out. There we go, mate. You can do that in there now. There we go. Look at that. And the underneath of his feet are like a blue colour. I think that would do quite well. This little piece of wood in there. Should do him proud, but I really enjoy this one. If he doesn't like it, if he doesn't start webbing up, then I may take it out and then put something else in. But I think he'd be just fine in there. It's got enough room underneath. Comes out all different sides so you can web up. I think that'd be brilliant. So that's that one, the T Gigas, all done. Oh, and he's disappeared already. Okay, this one here. As I previously said, I'm going to start showing some more teas that I have that I've never shown on my channel before. So this one here, just cleaned out small tub that I did keep a Haiti in. That's now got a lot bigger and is another enclosure. But in this little one, I'm going to house Orphanaceous species Cebu. So it's the dwarf species. Sort of two different colorations on this one, like a sort of brownish colour, and then even look at orange tint on this one. But I've had this for so long, and I think it was like 0.5 of a centimetre, and now it's growing, it's doing really well. And you're probably not going to be able to see it there, but I'll get it out in a second. I've got a few other dwarf species as well, even smaller, that I've had for longer, but we'll go through those when I get them. But let's just do this one. Right, and as you can see, I've given it right up to there, so a good few inches of substrate, because this one likes to burrow. And I will start it off, because what this one does is it does multiple burrows and then webs them around and joins them together. So I'll give it 2 options. Just pat the top down. Sometimes it's easier to not put a water dish, but then you just have to make sure you keep an eye a lot more. But I've got hold of these ones, so I will use these. These are perfect. You can get these off eBay. So I'll just put one either side. No doubt they will be covered over. There we go, like so. And it'll just hold a little bit of water. Just gives me a place to put it. There we go. Alright, catch cup ready, because it's supposed to be fast. And on this one, this was, I think, just a little tub that had pepper. So obviously it had the holes on that side as the shaker, so I've put pinprick holes through there, and the same on the other side. If I need to do access for food, just drop it in without unscrewing the lid, which is ideal, which I use for arboreals as well, so because they web to the top, so I can just open that, drop in what I want. Or if I need to vent it off a little bit more, I can just do that once the tea has got bigger than the size of those holes. So let's just go. Because I'm going to have to destroy the web. Sorry if my hand's in the way. It's like a couple of molts in here. Yep, it's fast. But at least we can get a look. There you go, in focus. So at the minute, not much coloration. I've had this for, I would say, over a year, and it's only got to that size, a couple of centimeters. But there we go, we'll put it in. See if I can get him to go straight down. Straight down, straight in the hole. If you can see that, it just jumps straight in. Let's get you a close-up. There you go, so he just jumps straight in the hole, and he just froze. So at least he will use that as his den, and we'll keep an eye on him. So I've not shown him before on this one, just because it was way too small, and every time I went to feed, I'd have to literally feed like a cricket drumstick. Oh, look. Nope. There you go. Burrow down on that one. So that's why I knew it'd need two of those, and it would pick the one it wanted, and then it would burrow through, they'd be joined together, and then it would just stay down there, and I'll never see it again for ages. But literally, as probably some of you do if you have your same either small fruit flies, but this one wouldn't take the fruit flies. It would only take cricket drumsticks, the legs, because I think I did that from such a small stage. It just got used to it, and it would take that when sometimes from me, other times it just want to be left on its own. So, but it's doing well and it's growing, but just very, very slowly. Right, okay, so I've got two larger tubs here, quite big, that I'm going to do a rehouse of male and female of a species, and I'll show you in a second which one they are. But first things first, before I tackle these two, a bit of Morgan Spice and Coke. Need to for these, because the last time I rehoused them, it was an absolute nightmare. They kick hairs like crazy, and quite feisty. So let's get started. Do the same with that. I'll do one at a time. Water dish. Why not? A little bit of decoration. Right, so do this one here first. Make sure you can see. And it's the female, so this is the Panther species Nigricolor, the giant blue bloom. So I've got a female and a male. So let's rehouse these. Right, and they'll have plenty of room to grow in this one. If I do it over here, then at least you can see them. Sure. There you go. There you go. Got a bit of substrate on her. There you go. So a good size. The colour's not coming out so well on the camera, but on the legs there's like a purpley pink sheen, and on the carapace too. So, but there, plenty of room. Nice decent hide in there as well, and that's the nigger colour. Brilliant. Let's get on with the male. Okay, see if we can get him out without a problem. Dude. There we go, and that's the male. As you can see, a bit more colour on the carapace. Going into pre-molt, so I'm not even going to feed this one. But he's extremely feisty normally. I think he's not because of the pre-molt, but that's the male of the species. So I've got the pair there, hopefully, if I can breed those together. So now we'll not have to move these out of these for quite some time, maybe even never. So that is all of them for today. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoyed.